From 41 NBC Sports, it's time for Friday Night Football scores and highlights. You're in the end zone. Brought to you in part by Macon and Robbins Bedroom and Mattress, Dublin Chevy Nissan, and Westfield Tire Master. With Bill Shanks, Tucker Sargent, and Shaaz Peerani.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the End Zone. From the Superstations, 93.1 and 98.3 FM, I'm Bill Shanks. Tonight, it's week 2, but we do have a few programs opening the season. Tucker Sargent will join me with the Southwest Westside game, and our game of the week will be Houston County and Perry. Let's get started with Peach County at Northside. The Trojans got surprised by Baldwin last week in the debut of new head coach Marquise Westbrook, while the Eagles won the debut for new head coach Ben Bailey. Northside beat Jones County 33-21 to start the season. Northside beat Peach County last year 35-7 in Fort Valley. Here we go for the highlights in Robbins, and it was hot. 27 for Northside. DJ Hudson over the shoulder pass to Dylan Johnson. Touchdown Peach County. They're on the board first. It's 6-0, and the extra point would make it 7-0. Here it's up and it's good. Let's give the defense a little bit of love. Peach County's Dalen Thomas is going to come around for the back and get the assist on the sack right there. Yep, Broderick Henry also in there. Trojans would get the ball back, but this is not good. A pass by Hudson that's going to be picked off and taken in for the 6 points. Pick 6, Northside's Nick Linder. Extra point was good, so it was tied at 7. Still in the first quarter, Northside with the ball on their own 25-yard line after the PAT here to make it a 7-7 game. And here comes Northside now on their own 25. Damian D throws it. Kieran Milton Jr., who's going to take off. Look at that run. That's a tough one. And he is gone. 6 more points for the Eagles. They get more points on the board. He's in there barely. And after the PAT, it would be a 14-7 game right there. Northside with the lead. Now the second quarter. Quiet until this from the Trojans' 13-yard line. Northside D to Milton. Again, watch this. Cuts inside and scores. Again, another touchdown. 6 more for the Eagles. Extra point would be up and good, making it 21-7 Eagles. Northside goes on for the win in this game. Look at that. I think the meteorologist shot that video. Pretty picture. 28-17, the final. Eagles are now 2-0 under Ben Bailey, the new head coach. They'll have that big game with Warner Robins next week. Over to Macon, Ace hosted GMC from Milledgeville tonight. And here come the Griffins onto the field. All right, now Bulldogs going to start out at the 27-yard line. Here's the kickoff on the play right here as GMC goes down. Bulldogs can't move it. Here come the Griffins starting out from the 45. Caleb Scarborough, Bryce Whitley, he gone. Touchdown, Ace on the board. PAT is going to be good, make it 7-0 with 9:37 on the clock. Now Ace looking to knock on the door again. Davis tries to break through, but he's going to fumble, and it's picked up by Jonathan Roach of the Bulldogs. Take it all the way back to the 30. The Bulldogs make it around to the 50-yard line on third down here, but Logan McMillan on this next play is going to be taken down by David Rudell of Ace. Ball's going to be picked up, and Henry Lewis is going to take it back for another score. What a play right there for the Griffins. PAT good once again. That makes it 14-0 in the first quarter. Second quarter now, and it's second down for the Griffins. Davis is going to get in there for the, but he's, no. Jesse Washington the third with a stop, but that's not stopping the Griffins. They score on that play right there to get another touchdown. 20-0. The 2-pointer was no good. All right, Griffins, 1st and 10 again on the 32. Scarborough. Look at him go. How about that? Nice play there by the QB. He scores. PAT good. That puts the Griffins up by 27 at halftime. They go on to win this one easily by the score of 48-0. Look at Keith Hatcher's team now at 2-0 on the season, and GMC falls to 0-2. All right, up next on our show, home openers for Stratford and Mount DeSales. Tucker joins us, and then Shaaz is here with our game of the week. More of the End Zone right after this.
Tonight, we lift up and celebrate Flint Energy's Power Lineman of the Week, Tony Graham, and high school football lineman Seth Holder of Jones County High School. Both linemen working to bring power and passion to everything they do, on and off the field. 41 NBC Lineman of the Week is powered by Flint Energies.
We had a real interesting matchup tonight in Macon as Stratford opened its 2023 season against Westfield. The Hornets won the debut of their new head coach Chad Campbell last week when they beat Deerfield Windsor. Stratford won this game a year ago by 22 points, but this one was probably going to be a little bit tougher with Campbell in charge of the Hornets. Stratford is coached by Chance Jones, whose dad Ronnie Jones coached Westfield for 23 seasons. Here we go to North Macon for the Hornets and the Eagles. Again, the season opener for Stratford. The band makes their entrance, and here come the Eagles on the field. All right, Eagles get the kickoff, and Coach Smith gets it with a nice gain there. Pretty nice run, and a few plays later, Smith's going to do some damage and gets the touchdown early with the extra point by Steven Horn, Frank's grandson. Another point, 7-0. Now the ball's going to be snapped to Connor Fitzpatrick. He hands it off to Groves, but it will be called back. And I need a referee to tell me what this signal is. What is this, Tucker? Cutting your knees out from under you? Okay, there you go. It looked like Gary. Gary called me. A little bit later in the first quarter, snap to Fitzpatrick, who launches it. Nathan Haskell catches it and takes it to the house for the touchdown. PAT up and good, giving Stratford the 14-0 lead. Now in the second quarter, Westfield's ball snapped to Braden Gay coming up on this next play, and he's going to throw it to Trey Hardy, who would take it in the end zone. Nice run there. PAT coming up would be blocked, however, so Stratford would still have the 14-6 lead. They'd add one more touchdown before the half as well, and the Eagles would go on to win this game 35-13, and a big win there for the Eagles. Late afternoon game at Ed DeFore Sports Complex. Westside hosted Southwest. Here we go for the highlights of this game. Starting off with the Seminoles put up an early score, 7-0. They take it from the kickoff, making it 7-0. But the Patriots quarterback Chase Dupree quickly answers back as he's going to take it in for a touchdown there. But the Patriots get a little greedy as they fail to get that two-point conversion. Here's the play right here. It's not going to be there, and so it's 7-6 West Side. Next, Seminoles drive, wide receiver Paul Risper under center. He coughs up the football as the Patriots defense, they get it, and they take it home, picking up the 6. They fail to get the two-point conversion again, and that would make it a 12-7 game. Now Southwest comes right back in the picture. They score again to make it 20-7. They get the two-pointer there. Nice score in the corner of the end zone. And look at the Patriots. The Seminoles, though, set themselves up for great field position, and they get the score. Jesse Bell picks up an 8-yard touchdown. Makes it 20-14, Southwest leading. Now quarterback Jesse Bell again. He's going to set up his foot and release a little bit of a bomb, like right here. But wide receiver Cameron Brady is going to get a huge gain on the play, but they would kind of run out of time there. Seminoles would win this game. 35-28 is the final score. They improved to 2-0. Southwest with a great effort there for Joe Dupree, but they fall to 0-2 on the year. All right, Tucker is here, and you had a pretty good game tonight. Brentwood had a rough game last week with John Millage, of course, and Mountain DeSales.
Yeah, both teams coming off losses last week. You mentioned the War Eagles losing to the Trojans, and a bit of a surprise for Mountain DeSales losing, to me anyway, to Strong Rock Christian. To Cavalier Fields we go for this one. Have you heard it was hot today? Here's another reminder. But look how shady it was out there in West Macon. Felt
Beautiful.
nice, had a breeze. And here come the Cavaliers, their first home game of the season. The visiting War Eagles slowly and methodically work their way down the field on their opening drive. They're inside the 20 and they're running the option. Zach Denton runs over a few men and gets his way into the end zone. Extra point made it 7-0 Brentwood. Neither offense having a whole lot of success early in this one. Cavs putting something together, though. The freshman Xavion DeShazer pulls it and takes it inside the Brentwood 40, but the Cavs would eventually turn it over on down. Speaking of turnovers, here's another freshman quarterback on the other side. Baylor Cobb throws it late, and it is picked off. Eli Fisher gets the Cavs back into Brentwood territory. Then they go to the air after being backed up by a penalty to Shazer. Rolls to his right, and Chunks went deep. Look at this perfectly placed ball. I think his future's bright for him. Lawton Hall at the 5-yard line, but the Cavs would miss a field goal just before half, and they'd go to the half trailing 7-0. Third quarter now, Brentwood facing 3rd and 18. Cobb makes up for that throw earlier. Look at this. Fits it right in there. An unbelievable completion to Drew Carter, and then he goes back to him. Check this out, highlight of the night, maybe. Oh my goodness. They said don't show that, don't show that. Well, look, there it is. Got a great shot of it. There he goes into the end zone. Ooh. Brentwood up 14-0 after the kick, and the War Eagles come to Macon and get the win, 28-13.
Good bounce back win for them, for sure.
It was, especially to battle the heat, come into Macon and get it done.
Absolutely. All right, Tuck, thanks very much. We got our game of the week coming up right after this. Here's my cheap plug for the night. Sports talk for Middle Georgia. The Superstation's your home for the Braves. Two-time defending national champion Georgia Bulldogs. I say that for Tucker's behalf. Falcons and Hawks. Every day at noon, we also hope you'll join us for the Jeff Dancer Show. And then at 3, I'll join you for the Bill Shanks Show on 93.1. 5.9 FM in Warner Robins, 98.3 FM all over South Central Georgia, and online at thesuperstations.com. All right, let's get to the scoreboard now and see what's going on around Middle Georgia. Yep, veterans. How about veterans? Josh Ingram's Warhawks are 2-0, a big 35-0 win at home over the Griffin Bears. The Warhawks are off next week. Jones County beats Decula by the score of 44-19. First win of the year for Mike Chastain and the Greyhounds. They'll be at Perry in a big game next week. Also, Baldwin wins tonight over Putnam County. That's always a big rivalry there. Braves now 2-0. Jesse Hicks has got a very good team, but they go to Ware County, my hometown, Waycross, next week to play the top-ranked Gators. Dodge County beats West Lawrence tonight, 20-10 the final there. Dodge County now 1-1. West Lawrence, their first game, their first loss of the season. Crisp County loses tonight at home in Cordele to Westlake, 50-12 the final, 1-1 the record now for the Cougars. And the last score we had, that's now a final, I think we have that. Spalding over Mary Persons tonight by the score of 28-14. Mary Persons at Trinity Christian, Sharpsburg next week. Bleckley County over Wilcox tonight, 34-20. The Royals are now 2-0 under Von Laster. Wilcox 0-2, both teams off next week. Taylor County all over Crawford County tonight. First win of the year for the Vikings, and Crawford now 0-2. Also, Crisp Academy beat Covenant tonight, 42-20. First loss of the year for the Rams. They're 1-1. They'll be at Peachtree Academy next week. Crisp Academy now 2-0. And Tattnall loses tonight on the road to Pacelli by the score of 50-35. All right, we're going to take a break, come back. One more break for us. We'll be back with more football here on the End Zone right after this. Our game of the week tonight, Houston County at Perry. This was the season opener for Kevin Smith and the Panthers, who had won the region the last 3 seasons. Perry has become a power program in Middle Georgia, and this is the best run in school history. Meanwhile, the Bears of second-year head coach Jeremy Edwards got off to a great start last week with a 44-point win over Sumter County. Here's Shaaz Peerani now with our game of the week.
Hey, Bill, regardless of the excessive heat at kickoff time, Herb St. John Stadium was absolutely packed for this highly anticipated matchup. This series is split 3 games apiece over the last 6 years, and last year, Houston County won 57-56 in an absolute thriller. So let's see if Perry can take advantage of home field and get the victory this time around. Let's get right into the action as we have a lot to cover. Third drive for the Bears on the 2-yard line. Antoine Hill Jr. finds Ricky Johnson, shakes off the tackles, and oh mama, he's going home for the 98-yard touchdown, just showboating there at the end. And what a start to the game. Houston County leads 7-0. Now Panthers with the ball yet again. 2 drives later, this time Hill finds the running back, Ryan Talib, who goes in for the score, and just like that, Hoko up 14-0. Now Panthers ball a few drives later. Quarterback Coulter Ginn looking for his receiver, but Darius Patterson snatches it out of the receiver's hands and takes it home for the pick six. Bears getting it done on both sides of the ball as they lead 21-0. Now final drive of the first half for Perry. In goes running back Ahmad Gordon for the score. And Perry would get the point after and trailed 21-7 at halftime. Perry gets the ball to start the second half. They would take 7 minutes and 15 seconds to drive it down the field. And to close it out, Gordon scores his second rushing touchdown, and Perry only trailing 21-14. Perry with the ball once more. This time, quarterback Coulter Ginn with an absolute dime to his tight end, Donovan Funch, who gets the score. And just like that, we've got a tied ball game. However, following Houston County drive, Hill finds his tight end, Gavin Kirpis. He gets off the tackle, scores, and now Houston County up 28-21. But following Perry drive, once again, Gordon gets his third rushing touchdown on the night, and like that, we are tied at 28. However, following Houston County drive, Hill finds his favorite target, Ricky Johnson, yet again. Another score, but point after no good, so Houston County up 34-28. Now the ensuing kickoff, back is Khalid Miller to get it. He finds a hole, and oh my goodness, one ankle to break, and he goes for the touchdown, and point after good, so Perry leads 35-34. But the craziness doesn't stop there. Now Houston County with the ball yet again. Johnson gets the screen, and oh my goodness, he goes in for the score. Houston County converts two, and guess what? They go on to win 42-35 in an absolute thriller.
Well, not the way Perry anticipated to open up their season. However, Houston County off to a 2-0 start. They'll be back in action next week hosting West Lawrence, while the Panthers with another tough test as they host Jones County. Bill, that's all I've got from Herb St. John Stadium. Back to you.
All right, thank you. Very big win there for sure, no doubt. We thank you for being with us here on this Friday night. We'll be back next week for week 3. For now, I'm Bill Shanks, and for all of us at 41 NBC, good night.